Hi there, gorgeous. This is Nicole Elissa with another video for the Attractive and Empowered Women in Love series. I'm a transformational love coach, and I work with women from all over the world who are just simply excited and committed to really bring to life their greatest love vision. And I help you not only feel really comfortable and confident and super worthy, I also show you how to really truly attract that regardless of what others are attracting or what others might think about your vision. I help you fully bring it in with confidence and with ease. So I invite you to subscribe to my channel so that you get more videos to truly support you in this empowerment and energy of attractiveness, to just really own that for yourself. You know, I'm the firm believer that attractiveness is key for a woman. I really do believe that all women are beautiful, and the energy of attractiveness is something that we need to know how to cultivate, not just through our physical beauty, but the energy that we embody. It's part of our power. We're not meant to go there for things, but we are meant to really learn how to magnetize it and receive it. And when we have a very cohesive and coherent energy around it, we are powerful beings. Of course we are, because we attract without having to be the pursuer. And I know that's something that you're really interested in. So today, I'm going to continue from yesterday's video, where I was guiding you in how to truly attract a man that wants to give to you, okay? So today we're going to talk about certain beliefs and habits, energies, consciousness that are really important to release so that you become more magnetic in your attraction, in your receiving, so that it really works for you. Like I said, as feminine beings, we are in an energy of embodiment, right? Masculine is all about doing. Men in masculine energy, they're linear, right? So we as feminine beings cannot just try to create from our mind. That's linear way of being. We have our intuition, right? We store it in our bodies, in our hearts, etc. We have different places of energy that connect with each other, and that's what helps us attract. So today, it's a really in-depth manifestation video on the law of attraction and feminine energy to truly support you. Make sure you watch this video until the very end to get the most of it. Okay? So when you as a woman want to attract a man who is conscious, who's loving, who's giving, who's prosperous, who's providing, who's caring, protecting, like all of those desires are really great. It's important first and foremost to own your desire. In order for you to be the most amazing and magnetic, attractive woman, meaning you have the power of attraction to calling things to you, you have to know how to own your desire and be okay, and not only okay with it, but truly accept it and celebrate it in all your being and in your soul. So if you want great love, shout it through your rooftops or different rooftops. You need to at least shout it in your heart and be clear about it, okay? You have to have a clear vision. This is leadership, number one. Why am I talking about leadership? Because many people project their stuff onto you, especially when it comes to love. So a lot of people who are suffering in love are trying to bring down the energy on love or trying to hate on it. You want to be careful of who you listen to, number one. So you want to have your own leadership, stand for the vision that you want, stand for the desire that's in your heart, and stick to it, right? Own it unapologetically, okay? That is the first step. Now, what I see that can get in the way of you really truly letting yourself attracted or being the magnetic vessel that truly lets all of her desires come in, there's a few couple things that I see that affect women the most. One is guilt, and the other one is shame. The third one is fear. I believe, from what I've seen, a lot of women actually have a secret guilt around receiving and about having. And why? Because a lot of women, we haven't really felt accepted or seen for who we really are, right? Either we're considered not like enough or too much, right? And in that space, and how we relate with the world, if we carry some of that energy in us, either because we want others to accept us, whether it's family members, coworkers, etc., loved ones. You're either find yourself trying to shrink or not know how to work with your energy place yourself. So you have this inner battle going on of around accepting yourself. Okay, so first and foremost, you really need to work on accepting yourself, and this is how guilt and shame come in. Guilt says there's something wrong with me, right? Or others are going to perceive that there's something wrong with me. Put it to you specifically, you might consider, oh, if I own a desire that I want this type of house, or I want this type of thing, or I want jewelry, I want to travel the world, or I want whatever I want, right? I might be judged for it. I might be made wrong for it, okay? So you want to really be clear of that, because if you have a fear or an anxiety around that, it will be easy for you to attract all those things that you want by yourself. But I'm showing you how you might block or stop the energy of an amazing man coming in your way, because there's a fear that the man might think that you are too much, or that you don't deserve these things, or that he might attack you or judge you for it, okay? So I want you to see how you create your own reality based on this. So a lot of women are really independent, and they're attracting whatever it is that they want, maybe sometimes with a lot of work, a lot of stress, a lot of masculine energy. And what that shows to me is that somewhere they don't feel like their feminine energy is going to be of use to them fully, even though they want to connect with them, because they feel like they need to be more masculine to get what they want. But if you look at it, when a woman embodies her masculine energy, more so than anything else, in many cases, it's because she feels like she needs to protect herself, right? She's not safe. So carrying that energy of protection with you, I'm not safe around you all the time, I have to fend for myself all of the time, eventually becomes tiresome, right? And you need to learn how to let go of that energy. And I want you to see how it could have all started because of guilt, right? There's something wrong with me. I'm not going to be accepted. I must protect myself from other people. There's something wrong with other people. And in that space, you create this cycle, this circle around you where you don't fully come out of it. And I'm just giving you this insight so that you can kind of like have the awareness and just open up your eyes to what's going on, and just realize that the real issue at place here is the consciousness of guilt, not just the energy of guilt, the consciousness of it, rather than saying it's just the men out there. When we are talking about consciousness, we are not talking about just a simple word or a feeling. The feeling is the byproduct of the consciousness, okay? The consciousness is how you perceive the world, how you might look at life, other people, yourself, etc. So it has many layers to it, and ebbs and flows, and distinct ways in which it shows up for you, okay? So it is a coping mechanism. That's why you've been able to succeed in many places in your life, right? And now if you want more, and when it comes to love, you really need to let go of the coping mechanisms of guilt, okay? Of the wrongness, because it's gonna keep you defensive, right? It's gonna keep you more so in a masculine energy, rather than fully blossoming like a flower and just opening up and letting your soul be really seen, be cherished, and be met, right? And even protected by the masculine person. I attract a lot of women who are in their masculine sometimes, and then they're just tired and exhausted because things kind of stopped working for them somewhere along the way. They have the success, they have the money, they have the finances, they have the, like, many things going on for them, but a part of them is just tired, right? Because no matter how much you achieve, in your soul's desire, in your soul's heart, all you really want is to truly be seen in your true femininity, and in your essence, and sometimes in your tenderness, and you want to be taken care of. You don't want to give up all that you've created, or maybe you do, who knows? But more importantly, you want to be met, because the feminine energy is an energy of relationship and connection and being met and being on the receiving end of things. So you need to, that's why I said that the first step is to own your desire and be unapologetic about your desire or even need of relationship, okay? There is no shame in that. So this is how we move into the second consciousness, which is shame. Shame tells you that you are not good enough, that others are going to ridicule you, that they're going to make you wrong, not wrong, but they're going to humiliate you, or you fear being humiliated or wronged or ostracized just for your desire. So it just tells you that you're not good enough. So this fear of, what if I open up? What if no matter all that I've created for my life, a man comes in and okay, hopefully this is still recording. Okay, let me just pause this. Perfect. I'm going to continue. So you are in this space where you are wondering, right? Wondering, like, if I letting it, am I going to be enough for this person? Or is something going to happen where I am going to lose myself and I'm not going to be seen as an equal inside of the relationship? So it's a very interesting thing. Shame, I see for many women, is tied with fear, the consciousness of fear, where they have a fear of receiving from a man, right? Because they might think or experience it as, how do I say this? Like, if a man gives to me, I'm going to have to give back, right? Or a lot of women, what I see, what they do is, I have to have it all together before my man can come in, okay? That is a secret fear of shame. You know, what if he shames me? What if I become a burden to him? What if, you know, I still have debt and I don't want him to see that, right? So you hide. I want you to see how the consciousness of shame is actually a very, very, very interesting one. And it's important for you to release it. So what happens is that you need to let go of these consciousness. The other one is fear. Fear makes you isolate yourself from other people. It makes you separate yourself. Okay, so it could be like a conversation that ties back to guilt or shame, where it says, you know what, I'm not accepted. I'm being made wrong. I'm so hurt by my family members not accepting me in my path to success or going for the things that I want, that you start isolating yourself. Fear also gives you anxiety. Fear of, what are they going to think of me? Fear of, why am I here when other girlfriends aren't? Okay. All of these consciousness will make you stop, will make you doubt and question yourself. And my biggest piece of advice is to not hide, not isolate, not to bulldoze or try to change this just with your mind. The biggest thing that I see women do is, because they're not acknowledging these things, they just normalize it. The ego wants you to normalize it, okay? When in reality, you can actually release this. All problems can be solved at a different level of consciousness. You need to embody a new higher state of consciousness so that you can heal it. Learn to look at the situation from a more loving standpoint. Fear, guilt, shame, they're not loving standpoints at all. They're not consciousness that support that. They're actually some of the ones that that support you the least, okay? So it is important. I've seen this happening so much, not just in love, but in other areas. This is the thing that makes, you can say, men even more successful than women, so to speak. Like, we need to release whatever inferiority, fear of not being accepted thing, whatever is going on within us, right? So that we can truly rise to a higher consciousness of worthiness. Not linear worthiness as a man, okay, where you have to achieve to get things or to be successful or to be considered something. This is something that is higher. It's a reflection of actually loving yourself and feeling good in your fullness and your desire in your relationship, so that you're not opposing men, you're not opposing others, and you just let yourself be loved. So the energies that you need to embody that are really crucial for you are one of acceptance. You know, not only do you accept yourself, but you are madly in love with yourself, right? And all of your energy reflects that feeling and that vibration. See, when you are trying to do this through a linear way, you're looking for peaks of energy. You're not feeling good, you're going to try to force yourself to reach to a moment where you feel pleasure, you feel good, you feel joy, you look for external things. But then when it's, because it's fleeting, you're like, you go back to the other consciousness, right? Instead of generating the energy from within and clearing away whatever stories, imprints, energies, memories you have of that situation going on within you, okay? Now, this is going to require some time. I'm not talking years, okay? I'm talking presence. Meaning it's going to require your presence in a really loving and tender way for you to release these things and not fear them anymore so that you can let them go. See, all of these energies are very controlling and fearful in nature. And then it makes you wonder, right? Why is it that men are not pursuing you or not choosing you? It's because you need to be in vibrational and energetic alignment with that type of person, right? If your energy is pushing forward when you're in front of a man and you're talking about your accomplishments, right? Rather than actually opening up and being in acceptance of your relationship with a man and your desire to be with him or with an amazing man, then somewhere that energy, that controlling, fearful energy is still in action. You know, our energy speaks louder than words, ladies. So we need to work on opening up, feeling good about receiving, feeling good about ourselves, not hiding, not needing to be right about the pain story. We actually do need to acknowledge it and release it, right? In a loving, tender way. And at the same time, we need to release it because we want to open up for more, right? So I'm sharing what is currently happening for a lot of women all over the world. I hear this so frequently. And I'm explaining it in the best way that I can so that you can really start to flourish and let yourself be loved for who you are. When you carry an energy of acceptance, when you carry an energy of celebration of yourself, when you carry a yes energy about who you are, lovability, like lack of having to hide, knowing that, of course, you're perfect with all of your desires, with all of your wants. And when you let yourself believe and let yourself attract the man that is the right fit for that, that's when you see your real power. Instead of using all of your energy to stop it, even though you really want it, you want to just let loose and let go of these energies and truly embody the energy of love and acceptance of who you really are. That's when we're going to see the energy of a goddess, you know, walking around the street, like just true goddess. And she has an amazing man by her side, a man who is there for her, who's devoted to her. Okay? So we need to be bold about our desire for partnership, about our desire for love, right? Because we are the leaders in love, emotional leaders in love. We crave the energy of love, and we can't be in a place of shame about it. We can't be. Okay? That is why there's so many lopsided energies around love right now. Misconceptions being spoken. We need to speak up because we value other people and we value ourselves and we value the magic that we create together. So ladies, I would love to hear from you. What did you get from this video? I want you to really truly feel good about yourself. So when you are in that place of peace and goodness and just real joy, right? You feel proud and you feel, I kind of get the energy of like juicy on the inside. That's when you start to attract it. You need to be certain about yourself and certain about your worth so that things really start moving forward. A lot of people say, oh, in love, there are no bets in love. You don't know what's going to happen. Yes, you can. That's a lie. I was going to say another word. That's a lie. Straight up. It's pure BS. Okay? So you can know what's going to happen once you've decided that you're going to let yourself have it. And you're willing to do whatever it is that you need. Just be that energetic alignment, okay? It is the lack of looking within and healing that I feel is creating so many disruption in relationships. But the more you become courageous of actually looking within, facing yourself and being all in, you will skyrocket to the stars, okay? See, love is going to test you. Like I said, love is a matter of the spirit. It's a matter of the soul. We can't come with our egos and just put it all there and expect like not take responsibility for ourselves. So when love tests you inside of a relationship, you have to look within and not just try to analyze it mentally. Are you willing truly to change? So change is good. Change is nothing to fear. Change is more of an acceptance of who you are in your soul. Love. right? And it will clear away and release all the barriers that you built against love, okay? Like Rumi says. So I'm excited for you. For those of you who are interested to know more about my signature program, Goddess of Love, it is starting next year. Ladies, that's just a couple of weeks away. So I want to offer you the opportunity to talk with me privately. This group and this program is basically by application only. We get to talk first, okay? Just simply talk, because I want to ensure that everything is the perfect fit for you. And it could be Goddess of Love or working with me privately, but I will be delighted to help you. So it's for the person who just wants to kind of like open up and like just is seeking to grow and evolve in their soul. I don't, it's not that I worry. It's I use the word evolve intentionally because I'm committed to evolving, right? It means shedding away all the ego in me and growing in my capacity to love. Okay. So that's how I see it, because my soul wants to move to places and access deeper states of love, because I see what it does not to choose love, you know? So when I know that when my soul is not choosing love, I'm growing stagnant. So that's why I'm like, no, I gotta open up more. I gotta open up more. I gotta open up more, because I want more love, and I want to be able to give more love, and I want my heart to be more loving always. So yeah, I hope you connected with this video. Let me know in the comment section what you got from it. And I hope that you are truly enjoying this video series.